over 3,000 shows of Hamilton. Isn't that crazy? Never did I think I would do a show for 10 years, ever.
Did you recognize that it would grow into this?
You definitely knew it was gonna be something monumental. Didn't know it would be to this degree, but knew it would be something monumental.
Do you still remember your first show?
I just remember the concept of being there. I loved how the audience was feeding on the words. Everybody was mouths open, eyes like huge, just staring and listening intently to every word that was coming out and waiting to see what was gonna happen. And that was so fun. Oprah Winfrey and Beyonce and Usher and the President of the United States are all showing up to your show. Or Madonna shows up. But Madonna, she was on her iPad like most of the show. So we were kind of mad at Madonna. All these people want to see your show and they're dying to see your show. Then you're like, oh, this is, yeah, right. It's definitely, it feels a little different now because I don't feel like it's all as many like Hollywood and big names as much. So it has maintained differently, but it still has maintained something that is a phenomenon, yeah. It's such a beautiful feeling. Sometimes you're like, gosh, like people who are applauding you and excited about you. And yeah, it's still packed. I think that it's because it is a timeless piece because it's history. I think it resonates to anybody also because the music is all across the board and like rapping and pop and musical theater and different dynamics. So I think everybody connects to it.
I'm such a fan of I'm such a fan.
And it was so fun to watch you just even now after the show with the fans. And it seems like you just really cherish that.
You know what I do? I feel like $1 million when I leave because people will cry or feel emotional or feel like you're the person they were seeking out to come meet. And I'm telling you, the fans are really like what keep your heart going. I would cry like a baby every time any of them left, anytime. I could barely sing the last song. My throat would be swollen and I would try to sing Who Lives, Who Dies, Who Tells Your Story. I always try to find the person who's leaving at some moment when we're in that, and I'll stare at them even if we're not supposed to, because I just want to see them one last time in this moment on stage, to relish it before they go, because we were the family that created this. We went through so much together. The reason that I've stayed is because the show is so good. Everything is good about it. It's always relevant, right? You get to do a fantastic material. I get to cover the King and I cover John Lawrence and I go on frequently. And then my feature of Seabury already is fun and I get to do that. And that's, as an ensemble member in this show, you truly feel like a principal because they've created it that way. They made it so that we are all pushing the wheel to keep the progress of the show going. And if we aren't, then it doesn't move. So the importance makes me not want to leave to just kind of chill in the back, of some other show. I went on a mission in Argentina. I got to have this cool experience where I also think it's taught me a lot of endurance to help me with the show, because you learn at a young age for us to live on your own and like to keep going. And back then you could only call your family twice a year. So, so I think that really taught me a lot of endurance. Truly, like, sometimes I think about it, I'm like, wow, Thayne, you have had some experiences in this life. And I'm like, thanks God, you know what I mean? Like, I think sometimes you just think about it and truly you do have to listen to what your spirit tells you, because I remember I was so scared. I was Utah, Wyoming boy, so country boy, and coming to the city was scary to me. I was like, oh. And then one day I decided, I was like, all right, I'm doing it. I packed my bags, got a one-way ticket, and I was like, and I stood there and I remember standing there in Times Square and feeling this energy, and my spirit was like, yes, this is where you are. This is where you need to be, So then I think that truly there is something, beautiful that I've loved of my upbringing, of learning of connection to spirit, connection to God, and like, how do you then find that path?
Have you ever thought about leaving Hamilton?
I know, right? Isn't it crazy? So I would leave if it's something that I'm excited about and I feel it's powerful. It doesn't have to be Hamilton, but as long as it's something that feels like it's gonna push me in a way that is gonna challenge me and that I'm gonna be excited about. Yeah, I don't just wanna leave for anything though. I wouldn't just leave to leave. I want it to feel right, I feel so honored that I get to be a part of it, and I never want to take that for granted. I always try to remember every day, like, how lucky really I am to be alive right now, you know, like we say in the show.